Okay. Alright. Should be good here. I think. I hope. Hey, there's the ugly face. Alright. So we can minimize that now. Throw that up. And we are good. We are good. Okay, just trying to get this set up here. Give me one hot second. Jack Edwards is the Bruins honorary fan banner captain for tonight's game. For game 4, what am I missing here? Where am I? Alright, well, fine. Okay, seems like we're good. Oh, is that it? I think that might be it. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Are we good? Testing, 1, 2. Okay. Are we good now? Okay. Alright, there we go. Are we good now? Okay, now I gotta mute that. Okay, there we go. Now we are chilling. Alright, just before puck drop here. Okay, we seem to be alright here, so. Alright. Starting the kid line out there first. That's a choice. Alright, just getting through national anthems right now. And then game 4 will be underway in Boston. And what could be the final game of the NHL season for TD Garden. We hope it's not. It's always a possibility, though. Lucas Reichel slides in for James Hagens, and Jordan Harris slides in for Mason Lohrei. Sounds like those changes will be made back for the following game in Game 5. Other than that, I don't believe Buffalo's making any changes. Yeah, Lyon's still starting in net. Swayman's still in net for Boston. So, yeah. What? Okay. Alright. Jeremy Swayman with a .924 career save percentage, of course. Harris and Reichel both making their playoff debuts. As we get set for puck drop here. Fraser Minton loses the opening draw. Buffalo has it back in their own zone. Buffalo been dominant in the third period, but Boston's held control throughout the first and second periods of this series so far. Boston with it now. In their zone, Aspero rims it around for McAvoy. McAvoy sends it up to Reichel. Reichel dumps it into the Buffalo zone. Reichel takes a shot, blocked by Alex Lyon. McLeod coming in the other way. Puck down behind the Boston zone here. Or down behind the Boston net. Bruins fans already chanting Lyon, and we're not even a minute into this one yet. He comes out to play it. Power with it behind his net. Sends it up to the neutral zone. That's Tage Thompson with it now. Thompson getting double teamed along the boards from Lindholm. Big scrum out in front. Net gets knocked off. Tuck's calling it a goal. The refs are waving it off, though. Krebs drives the net hard. Puck gets lost off his stick. Ref blows the play dead. One stop by Swayman. Krebs flubs the next shot. Tuck's right there. He can't get it in. Alright, well, we stay 0-0. Buffalo gets the opening shot of the game here, which is not out of the ordinary. Lindholm leans in, loses the draw once again. Shot comes in from Byram as Tuck breaks his stick. He's wanting to slash. Boston still yet to win a face-off off the 3 draws we've had so far. Puck deep in the defensive zone. Arvidsson with it now. He backhands it up into the neutral zone. Middlestat with it now in the Buffalo end. Sends it across and it just comes out wide. Arvidsson with it, sends it up to the neutral zone, tipped off Middlestat's stick and down into the Buffalo end. Lyon comes out to play it back behind his net. Shot comes in hard, saved by Swayman, his 3rd save of the game already. Reichel did take a shot on that opening shift, but that was blocked, so Boston remains at 0 shots on goal. Corrali now leans in for the draw. Oslin gets kicked out of this draw here. Corrali wins it back clean. Puck gets sent deep into the Buffalo end here. Kaslik hard on the forecheck, though. He can't quite get the puck pick that he was looking for there. Puck gets sent out into the neutral zone. Boston recovers it in their own zone. Sends it up. No icing yet. And the puck gets sent right back down into the Boston end. Swayman sends it up to Peak. Peak playing with Zadorov tonight. Harris and Lindholm will be D partners for at least the start. Fourth line out here for Boston. Kaslik sends the puck in. Jeannot gets cross-checked hard from behind and goes down. We stay play. Pasternak with a shot. Lyon makes his first save of the game here. The puck does come out, and that's... Lindholm there did get tripped up by, I think that was Kozak. Buffalo in, shot, saved by Swayman, and he covers the rebound. 5-1 the shots in favor of Buffalo right now. Not an ideal start if you're Boston. Yeah, Jack Quinn comes in, takes a shot, and Swayman will cover that. McLeod leans in against Lindholm. Lindholm loses the draw. Buffalo recovers it, and Swayman gets the whistle immediately. Zucker with it behind the Boston net here. Zadorov can't recover it. Zucker takes a shot just wide of the net here. Zucker up to Power. Power shot blocked out in front of the net here. Boston coming in hard. No one is able to corral the puck, and it comes right back the other way. Nothing going for Buffalo right now. Boston recovers it back behind their net. Geeky with it now. His first shift of the game, I believe. McAvoy with it now behind the net. I'm waiting for both teams to make a change. Husindinov's out there now with Harris. And the kid line makes their return back to the ice. And Minton immediately with the turnover shot, and they score. Peyton Krebs scores 1-0 Buffalo very early on in this game. McAvoy sends the puck up. Aspero can't recover it, and it gets sent to the stick of Minton. McAvoy up the boards to Aspero, just overplays the pass. And Minton tries to take it back into his own zone. He gets pressured into a mistake. Tuck over to Krebs, rips the thing from the slot, and he beats Jeremy Swayman. So Buffalo strikes first, and Boston plays from behind, something they have not done at all this early on in the game in this series. Swayman sends the puck back down into the corner here. Tuck with it now. He sends it down into the far corner. Aspero hard on Tage Thompson in the corner. Zaka comes in to step up. He has it. Aspero sends down Tage Thompson. That is a big man he's taken out right there. Aspero just hitting anything that moves in the defensive zone right now. Arvidsson with it now. Sends it back behind the net. He flings it up the near wall. Gets up and out into the Buffalo end. Power with it. Shot. Saved by Swayman. Puck goes up. Comes back down. And we have a whistle coming for a penalty. And I believe that one's going to be going against Boston here. Too many men? Oh, man. McAvoy just lights up Josh Doan. Two, four. Yeah. Shots are now 8-1 Buffalo here. Definitely a tough start for Boston so far. But they look to bounce back. Arvidsson going to the box to serve the penalty. The Buffalo power play is 0 for 14 in the playoff series. Kastlik has it briefly, sends it up to Crowley, who gets it up and out just into the Buffalo end here. Dahlin with it now. He takes it up through the neutral zone, up over the Boston logo. He drops it back. Ostlund with it now over to Zucker. Zucker drops it and loses it. Dahlin with it again. Waiting for Buffalo to clear. He comes back in with the drop pass. Zucker with it. Sends it over to the center. Dahlin with it now. Sends it down to Zucker once again. Zucker back up to Dahlin. Dahlin's going to walk the line here. He'll switch positions with Thompson. Ostlund back up to Dahlin. Dahlin over to Thompson. Shot blocked. Boston recovers it, and they dump and clear it down the length of the ice. 53 seconds to go here in the Boston penalty kill. Here comes Bowen Byram with it now. He drops it back. McLeod up into the Boston end here. Jeannot knocks it down a Buffalo player, and they send it down the length of the ice once again. Lyon stops it back behind his net. Byram with it now. Takes it for a skate. Bobbles it. Jeannot's there. He gets hit hard off the puck. Benson with it now. Up to Byram. Byram back down to Benson. Benson looking for a shot here. 10 seconds left on the power play. Boston recovers it, tries to flip it up. They can't get the stick on it enough to send it deep. Penalty is now over, and they score again as the penalty expires. Oh, man. And it's 2-0 Buffalo. Less than 8 minutes into this game. Just over 7 minutes into this game. Doan with a great tip right out in front. You'd like to see McAvoy be harder on them there. Josh Doan picking up his first career playoff point and goal in this one. This is a rough start here for Boston. Boston with it now in the Buffalo zone. Something they have not had a lot of time in with possession so far tonight. Kozak in the corner there, fighting for it. Peak puts a shot on, deflected wide by Lion. And that will go up and out of play as we have stoppage. Oh boy. Well. Tough start here for Boston. Going down 2-0 here before the halfway point in the first period. Not an impossible deficit to overcome, but Boston wins the draw. Lindholm with it now out in front of the net. He can't get a clean shot off. Pasternak puts a shot on. Lindholm tries to get the tip. No go. Puck comes out, and it goes down into the Boston end here. Shots are 9-2 in favor of Buffalo now. Quinn puts a shot on. Boston recovers it. It's Pasternak. He sends it up to Geekie. Geekie, barely able to recover it, stops off at the Buffalo blue line. Puts a shot on from outside the zone. Pasternak hard on the forecheck. Zucker with it, though. He flips it up to center ice. And that's going to be Thompson who recovers it. Aspero down to McAvoy. Aspero up to McAvoy. McAvoy over the red line and dumps it into the far corner. Husendinov tries to get there. Reichel can't quite recover it, though. Krebs breaks out with it as he turns over just inside the Boston line. It's going to be Husendinov who's hard in to the Buffalo end here. Tuck dumps it in. Swayman stops it back behind the net. Aspero with it now. He'll change out for Jordan Harris. Harris with it now. Does get pressure from Josh Doan here as he turns it over. Benson with it. Dekes in. Scores. And it's 3-0 Buffalo. And Jordan Harris, brutal mistake. from the man making his playoff debut in this one. Boston will call timeout here. Trying to settle the bench is Marco Sturm. Man, what do you do here? I mean, I don't know what else Swayman's meant to do here. Like, he's been lights out this series. And I don't know, man. Harris messes up the breakout. And it's Jeannot who's back there. Timeout is over for the Boston Bruins. Kaslik out there with Corrali and Jeannot now. Boston with it now in the Buffalo end. Kaslik hard on the forecheck right now, as Buffalo is able to get just out of their zone. Jeannot laying the body there. Kaslik down in the Boston end here, fighting with Jordan Greenway. Aspro flips it up and out of the Boston end. Into the Buffalo zone it goes. Connor Timmins with it now. Quinn with it now. Shot comes in, goes wide of the net here. Boston recovers it. That's Sean Corrali out there. Gets to the red line, dumps it in. Zucker recovers it. Over to Byram. Byram stepping up big on the offensive side of the ice here as the shot comes in just wide of the net. Harris trying to go after the puck there in the near wing. He gets it back behind the net, and it gets turned over immediately. Jeannot with it in the far corner. Flips it up. Does not get it out, though. Shot comes in from Quinn. Saved by Swayman. Man, 10.5 minutes in here, and it is rough as we will go to commercial. Boston putting pressure on Buffalo now, back the other way. They get in and they dump it. Arvidsson puts a shot on, just a soft little muffin on Alex Lyon though. So far 3 shots for Boston here, if that shot even counts. It's only 2 on the scoreboard. Peak with it, up over to Zadorov. Zadorov up to Pasternak. Pasternak comes in, takes a shot, saved by Lyon. Puck comes loose though. Buffalo recovers it and sends it right down the other way. Doan over to Byram, or over to Benson. He turns it over. Pasternak with it now. Over to Ostlund and turns the puck over to Ostlund in the defensive zone, or in the offensive zone, sorry. McAvoy gets back with Elias Lindholm and Jordan Harris. Pasternak laying the hit. Pasternak with the puck in front of his bench. Sends it down. No, that was him laying the hit. I'm sorry. Pasternak tries to hit Bowen Byram against the end boards, but just misses. Ostlund sends a shot up as we just now get the first Buffalo goal notification. Oh, that's great. Harris dumps it in. Malenstein up over the red line as Buffalo gets a guy in behind Jordan Harris here. McAvoy having to come over and protect his offside of the ice. As there's a scrum out in front of the Buffalo end, or out in front of the Boston net, sorry. And this is just rough as Victor Arvidsson is heading down the tunnel. Oh boy. Oh, that might be concussion spotter. Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. That looked like a concussion spotter call to me. Arvidsson looked rattled after that hit. The Sabres have 22 shot attempts already in this game. Oh, man. Boston has 5, by the way, if you're wondering. Boston breaks out briefly. Puck gets redlined and in. Back into the Boston zone. Buffalo with it. Now that's Timmins. Back up to McLeod. McLeod in the neutral zone. Dumps it in. McAvoy with it in the Boston end. He skates up to the red line and dumps it. Kaslick briefly going after it in the far corner. He pulls off the change. Peak with it. Tons of time and space. He puts a shot on and it gets blocked and he recovers it and sends it down into the corner hard. So now Middlestat, right goal, and Zacha out there right now for Boston. Zacha sends it down into the Buffalo end. Dahlin barely recovers it. Middlestat with it now. He picks it off. Zacha can't quite get there either. And shot comes in from Zadorov. That gets blocked and turned up ice immediately. Benson with it. Zadorov, great stick check there. Prevents the shot from even getting off. And the puck gets turned over once again. And Ostlund shoot saved by Swayman. Man. Shots are 14-2 right now. And there's still 6 minutes to go in this period. Boston just can't manage to get the puck out of their own zone right now. Sabres out-chancing Boston 8-1 on high-danger scoring chances tonight. Oh boy. Buffalo with it now. Byram shot. Diving attempt by Swayman. And it's 4-0 Buffalo. Oh man. This is something. No. Aspero shoves Zucker into him. No. And it's 4-0 Buffalo. 5:36 to go here. And I'm sorry if you paid for a ticket to this game. Buffalo wins the draw back into their own zone. Shots are now 15-2. Timmins sends it up and gets it down into the Boston end as the puck gets deflected down. So that won't be icing. Stanley with it, puts a shot on, that gets blocked. Geeky with it. He'll send it up the ice. That will go the distance for icing. And Boston is very clearly getting booed now. Shocked it took this long. As we hit the 15-minute mark of this first period, Darlene with it in the Buffalo end. He'll send it down back behind the net. Fraser Minton going out there and hitting them. Boston sends it back into the Buffalo end, but Buffalo's able to recover it and break it right back out. Thompson with it now. He'll send it up. Shot comes in from Tuck, saved by Swayman. This is just painful. Minton leans in for the draw. He loses it. Shot in from Timmins. Saved by Swayman. Four and a half minutes to go here. Shots are 17-2. And oh boy. Minton leans in for the draw. Boston wins it up against Osland. Osland with it now. He gets it up. Stanley puts a shot on. Nothing wide. Zadorov back behind the net with it now. He sends it up to Minton. Minton trying to fight in the puck battle. Minton now on a breakaway. He comes in, barely recovers it. Shot saved twice by Alex Lyon. And Minton doubles Boston's shot total in a span of half a second. And Alex Lyon has to make his first big save of this night as Buffalo comes back down the other way and they miss the errant pass on said 2-on-1. Zadorov now. back behind in the Boston end. McAvoy with it now. Shot off the glass. Boston comes in offside. Quinn with it now. He'll send it into McLeod. McLeod sends it out front. Buffalo recovers, shot wide by Zucker. Power with it now along the sidewall. This shot comes in from Zucker. Power takes it out to center ice into the Buffalo end for Byram. Byram back over to Power. Power up to the Boston logo. He sends it in for Greenway, who sends it over and in. Aspro and McAvoy both in the corner. McAvoy gets taken down. McAvoy off the wall and out to the red line. Puck gets recovered by Buffalo. Greenway shot. Darlene back behind the net. Out to the high slot. Mallenstein puts a shot on. It goes up but not out. Puck stays in play here. Corrali in the corner with Aspro now. Darlene back in the corner for Thompson. Buffalo's pretty much changed their forwards and defensemen out. Darlene was deep in the corner. That was Tuck who was back playing cover there. Thompson comes in, takes a shot. Shots are 18-4 now in favor of Buffalo with a minute 45 to go. Darlene with it over to Byram. Shot comes in, blocked wide. Boston with it now. Pasternak up, and he loses the puck in the neutral zone. Boston continuing to get booed here as there's 90 seconds left in the first period. One penalty so far, and that was for the Boston too many men call. Boston recovers it. Middlestat sends it up to Pasternak. Pasternak can't recover it, and that's Benson with it now. He'll take a stop back behind the Buffalo net. He'll leave the puck. That's Power with it now. He comes up with it. Gets to the red line and turns back into the Buffalo end. He still holds it up the near wall. He'll go for the bounce pass. Middlestat recovers it. Zaka with a shot, and that gets blocked wide. Lindholm shot comes in, deflected up and out of play with just over 30 seconds to go here. Man. Man, oh man, oh man. Minton with Boston's best chance of the game so far on a breakaway. He gets two of them. Shots are 19-5 now for Buffalo. 30.3 seconds left here in the opening frame. Minton out there with Pasternak now. Minton wins it. Lindholm tries to take a shot and he gets stood up. Puck gets sent down into the corner. Greenway sends it up and out. That will get into the Boston end. Buffalo offside. And they said that they played it. I don't think that they did. 16.3 left here. Lindholm comes in. I think that's Mallenstein who stood up to him there. Minton leans in with Kuzak. That's Reichel, Minton, and Pasternak out there now. Husninov's been taken off that line. Timmins with it. That'll go off the glass and out. 5 seconds to go here. and that will be icing with 3.8. Man, all right. And the buzzer will sound as Boston, to no shock, will get booed off the ice at the end of the first period, with the shots being 19-5 and the goals being 4-0. We will be right back after or near the end of intermission. Alright. Well, we have returned for the second period of Game 4. Alright, we are underway here for the second period. Shots are 19-5. Shot comes in from Zadorov, saved by Lyon. And there's a scrum out in front. Robertson yet to make his return to the ice here. Minton leans in for the draw, and he'll get tossed. Husendinov comes in, so that means Reichel's now been moved off the line. Husendinov briefly wins it as Kozak recovers and sends it back. He'll get it up and out for Peak. Peak over to Zadorov. Zadorov up the ice. Husendinov now in the far corner. He sends it up to Peak. Peak walks the line briefly, puts a shot on. That goes wide. Zadorov can't quite get his man there on Malenstein. As we have a Boston delayed penalty. And it's going to be Nikita Zadorov going to the ice, or going to the box for holding. Yeah. Buffalo 0 for 15 as the referee gets taken out. Should technically be 1 for 15, but they're not going to count that last one. Zacha and Boston enters in offside on the penalty kill. McAvoy dumps it down the length of the ice for Alex Lyon. He stops it off for Malenstein. Malenstein up to Thompson. Thompson up over the red line. He drops off for Tuck, who puts it on. Thompson tips it, and Swayman makes a stop. Tuck rims it around as Thompson can't keep it in, and the puck goes all the way into the Buffalo end. Ostlund with it now. He drops off for Tuck at the Boston blue line. Corrali can't find it. Thompson with it. Tries to walk in. Shot. Saved. Saved by Swayman once again. And I think that was Corrali there that made the block. Ostlund with it in the near dot. He circles up. Gets to Dahlin. Dahlin skates up to the line and walks it. Back over to Ostlund. He takes it down. Sends it down to Zucker. Zucker with it now. He sends it over to Ostlund once again. Ostlund rotating around. Back down to Zucker. Zucker tries to jam it home. Can't do it as the puck comes wide and out into the far corner. 30 seconds to go here. Ostlund with it to Zucker. He sends up to Dahlin. Dahlin walking the line. Sends it down over to Thompson. Thompson tries to dangle around Aspro. Can't do it. Boston chips it ahead but can't get it out. And it's played with a high stick with 14 seconds to go here. This is a painful game so far for Boston here. That's about the only word I can describe it with right now. Boston wins the draw and they will rim it down the length of the ice. 2 seconds left on the power play as the power play expires. McLeod with it. He'll drop it off. Benson, sorry, not Byram. Benson down to Power. Harris getting into the mix in the corner there. Buffalo can't recover it. Boston with it now. Gets sent back behind the net. Harris tries to send it around. Puck comes out to center ice here. And Harris dumps it in the Buffalo half of the end. Puck stays in though. Just barely out. 16-28 here. Shots are 21-6. As we'll get a few line changes for Buffalo here. Minton gets kicked out of the draw. Geeky leans in. Geeky, Minton, Pasternak out there now. Mallenstein dumps it into the Boston end. Kozak will rim it around hard. Puck comes out of the Boston end here for Husendinov. Husendinov gets it into the far corner. Puck gets rimmed around to Aspero. Aspero to Pasternak at the high point. And the puck gets knocked off the wall, but it stays in from Pasternak. Geeky with it now. Shot comes in from Minton just wide of the net. And Boston still just can't get a clean shot on goal here. And we're almost 5 minutes into the second period. Thompson with it now, walking the line, stick handling away from Boston. As Buffalo makes some changes here. Krebs with it along near boards. Over to Tuck. Tuck drops it off. Thompson with it now. Tries to get down below the goal line, but takes a shot, and it just bounces off the iron. Pasternak with it now. With a great feed from McAvoy, who almost catches him on the fly. Peak with it now. Gets over the red line and dumps it back in as the puck is played offside once again. .15:01 left here in the middle frame. Middlestat with it. Sends up to Zadorov, who gets over the red line and dumps it in. Puck comes into the far corner. And Buffalo is able to recover it with Byram. Byram. Middlestat to Zaka. Zaka over. And Reichel with a wide open net can't bury it, as Buffalo recovers and sends it into the Boston zone. Middlestat with it now, into the Buffalo end. He sends a feed over to Reichel, goes through his legs. Puck stays in though. Buffalo recovers it, and they will get it up and out. Puck comes down into the Boston zone. Lindholm over to Harris. Puck comes in. Jeannot's first on it. Tries to center it, but no one's there, and it gets blocked anyways by Byram. Quinn with it. Gets stood up by Harris in the Boston zone. Quinn with it now. Gets it over to Zucker. Zucker trying to find somewhere to go with it, and he won't be able to. And weird little mishap at the Buffalo blue line there for Boston. Shot comes on and it gets blocked. Shot comes down into the Boston zone. Harris with it now. Sees an opportunity. He'll try to send a pass up. Shot comes in from Jordan Greenway and sent up and out, or up and wide. Puck stays in play though. Aspero off the wall, Harris off the wall, and it gets turned over and sent back. Hampus Lindholm sends it off the wall and down into the Buffalo end. No icing though, as Samuelson holds it out in front of Alex Lyon. 12 minutes to go here in the second period. Samuelson up to Thompson. Thompson over to Tuck. And Tuck will cause a turnover. Pasternak puts a shot on goal and it gets blocked. Pasternak's been just trying anything in the second period, and it hasn't particularly worked. Krebs shot on Swayman, and he stops it, but it goes wide. Krebs with it once again. He will bobble it at the blue line, and Boston is able to force the turnover. Shots are 22-8 so far, so Boston has outshot Buffalo by 1. Bad news is it's been worse. Shot out in front, Middlestat recovers it. He sends it over to Zacha. Zacha gets it up to Andrew Peak, and puck gets sent in by Lucas Reichel. Byram sends it up and offside for Ryan McLeod. Man. McAvoy with it, tries to send a pass, but that gets picked off. Corrali leans in, he wins the draw. Jeannot with it, he'll dump it in. Power recovers it. He sends it up to Corrali, and the shot comes in, saved by Lyon for Boston's 9th shot of the game, just over 10 minutes to go here in the second period. Puck battle along the boards. Zacha wins it. Shot off the post. It beat Alex Lyon cleanly. McAvoy and Lindholm out there as a D pair now, as the puck gets blocked and bounces out of the Buffalo zone here. Zacha at the blue line dumps it around. Lyon tries to play it, but it bounces over his stick. Lindholm walking the line over to McAvoy again. He'll put it on. Shot goes wide. Zacha, Geeky, Pasternak, Hampus, Lindholm, McAvoy out there right now for Boston. Pasternak with it, sends down, pass, and puck gets sent up back to Hampus, Lindholm. Pasternak with the one-timer, shot gets blocked. McAvoy circling around back of the cage. He'll drop it off for Pasternak. Pasternak scanning for a shot here. He can't find one. Passes it over to Lindholm. Lindholm over to Pasternak. Pasternak at the circle. Shot on, blocked. McAvoy's down. He gets back up. Lindholm now with it. Reichel out there now with a very similar line. Zadorov puts one on. Shot goes wide once again. Geeky gloves it down. He sends it down. That's Reichel there in the corner with it. Over to Middlestat, who just came on for Geeky. Zadorov driving the net hard. Shot comes on and deflected down into the corner once again. As it's a chase down in the Boston zone, and Middlestat will get there as he hauls down I think that was Krebs he hauled down there. Boston with a nice little 2-minute drill in the Buffalo end there. Middlestat beats out the icing, getting held pretty badly by Power there in the corner. Puck comes out to Byram. Byram back behind his net. Minton tries to put some pressure on it, but he backs off instead. Byram taking his time here. Seemingly in no rush. Sends it up to Power. Power over the red line, off the wall and in. Puck gets sent back behind the net by Josh Doan. Husendinov with it now. Aspero with it. He takes it back behind his net. Gets it up over to Jordan Harris. As the puck comes out of the Boston end here. Lyon out to the hash marks to play it. Byram taking his time here. He drops it off for Ryan McLeod. McLeod up over the Buffalo blue line. Puck gets into the Boston zone from Jason Zucker. Harris dumps it into the Buffalo end here. 5:48 to go here in the second period. Puck gets tipped out. Zadorov keeps it in though. Shot in from Zadorov. The Lion can't find it, but it's back behind the net. Zadorov laying the body on Jack Quinn there. Tanner Jeannot breaks his stick, and he'll have to come off here. Still no sign of Arvidsson. Thompson with it now. He comes up over the Boston logo. He gets around one Bruins player, but gets stopped up by the second. Puck comes into the Buffalo end. That's Power there on it first. Geeky laying a body. Hampus Lindholm with it now. Over to Geeky. Geeky puts a shot on. Nothing. As Boston briefly turns the puck over. Gets kept in though. And it gets turned over and out now. Zacha, the man back with Hampus Lindholm. Shot comes on. Deflected wide. Shots are now 22-11, so Boston has improved in the second period, but not by much. And the pass to David Pastrnak gets broken up, and the puck rolls down into the Boston zone. McAvoy, blind backhand pass. Elias Lindholm is able to recover it as he rolls off a check. The temperature has definitely picked up in the second period, especially in the back half here, as Boston is going to the power play. Elias Lindholm leans in for the draw, and the puck is dropped. He wins it back against Ryan McLeod. McAvoy with it now. McAvoy in the slot, shot on wide. Pastrnak, and the puck gets tipped up and out. McAvoy sends a pass over to Pasternak. Pasternak to Zacha. McAvoy over to Pasternak for the one-timer, and that shot gets blocked, and the puck gets shot up and out into the Boston zone behind Jeremy Swayman. McAvoy recovers it, though. He'll take it up. He drops it back for Zacha. Zacha over to Geekie. Pasternak with it now, up to McAvoy. McAvoy over to Geekie as Pasternak gets taken out right out in front of Alex Lyon. Minute already gone here in the Boston power play. First one of the game. Elias Lindholm, he gets tripped up, no call. Lindholm shot on, blocked. .237 to go here. Minton dumps it in. Husniov is there to recover it. Lindholm sends it over. Pasternak back out there for a second shift on the power play. Lindholm with it now. He sends over to Middlestat, back to Lindholm. Lindholm puts it on. As the power play expires, shot comes in from Casey Middlestat. That puck rolls wide. Minute 50 to go here. Middlestat now is able to recover it as he gets shoved. And we have a whistle with a minute 37 to go here. Alright, we're back for the final 97 seconds of the second period. Rasmus Dahlin with it, up over the Buffalo blue line. Gets down to Ostlund, and he dumps it in. Peak with it now back behind the Boston net. He sends it up, and that gets turned over. Shot comes in, saved by Swayman. His first shot in a bit here. Boston has doubled up the Sabres in shots this period, and it's still not enough. Only 13 in the whole game. McAvoy with it now. Just over a minute to go. Middlestat in the corner. That was no, sorry, that was someone. I don't know. Middlestat in, shot. Blocked by Lyon. 53 seconds to go here. Puck into the Boston zone. "35 seconds to go here in the middle frame. Lindholm sends it down. McAvoy sends it right back up. Elias Lindholm, shot comes in, saved by Alex Lyon and covered with 22.2 seconds left. Oh boy. Buffalo wins the draw. Let's power there, fighting for it in the corner. He'll barely come out with it as Doan flips it up and out. Aspero waits for Boston to clear. 4 seconds left. And it gets up and out of play with 2.7 to go here. Boston wins the draw, and that will do it for the second period. Alright, we are back here. 20 minutes to go in this game. That can't be right. No. That's not what I'm looking for. Hold on here. Where is... I don't want stat muse. Is it... It's not... Is it? It might be. Okay, fine. Let's go... Really? Okay. Game log. Is Quant Hockey gonna be able to? Ooh, maybe. No. Can I go game by game? Is that gonna do it? Nope. Can I not? That's what I'm looking for. Hockey reference. Where have you gone? There we go. Okay. So we're going to go there. Schedule and results. No. Team game log? Is that going to give it to me? Yes. I think it will. Nope. It is schedule and results I want. Alright. 2-0. 2-1. 3-1. 3-2. 4-2. 4-2-1. 5-2-1. 5-2-2. 5-3-2. So 5-3-2. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. That's not great. Alright. As we get set for puck drop on on the third period here. Zadorov sends the puck up, and Buffalo's there to recover it. Shots are 23-15 after the update, second period, and Buffalo ices the puck early. I would expect a lot of that today, or a lot of that in this final period here. McLeod and Zacha lean in for the draw, and McLeod wins it. Buffalo rims it around. They get it up and out. That was Zucker up for McLeod. McLeod gets it into the Boston zone. Zucker in a board battle there. Geeky is able to knock the puck loose, and it comes up and out of the Boston end. Lindholm with it, back behind Jeremy Swayman. Reichel tips it down, and the puck will find its way to Alex Lyon, back behind the Buffalo net. Middlestat with it now, sends it up to Peak, who puts it on wide. Buffalo recovers it. Peak gets it back, shot on goal again, and that time gets blocked. Shot comes, almost makes it back out front, and it does not. What do you want? Hi? No, you have to stay on this half of the room. I don't make the rules. Here. Okay? Krebs shot on goal, blocked by Swayman. Hi. Oh, there you go. Zadorov with it now. Sends the puck up to Husendinov as we have a whistle. As the puck gets sent up and out of play. Show the cat? Oh gosh, okay. Hey, come here. Yep. Stop. People want to see you. People want to see you. Come on. Here it is. He does not enjoy to be picked up, but ow, as he just about rips my headphones out. One more appearance for the camera, and you need to go out. Come on. Nope, sorry. Alright, there we go. Okay, earbuds reset, we're good. We're good. Alright, Corrali out there to take the draw against Osland. He wins it. Aspro gets to the red line and dumps it in. Kaslik with the tip. And Buffalo is able to recover it and get it right back up and out. As Josh Doan somehow beats that puck out down to the red line. Aspro back behind the net, and Buffalo recovers it. Shot comes right out front, and Jeremy Swayman makes the stop. $17:25 to go here. Score is still 4-0 Buffalo. Shots are 24-15. Shot comes up, and Pasternak cannot beat the icing out there. Zaka leans in for the draw and he wins it back. Andrew Peek's there to win it, or to recover it. Over to Zadorov. Zadorov takes it, sends it up ice with a slap pass. Puck gets sent into the Buffalo end. Pasternak laying the body. Greenway sends it up here. Boston needs a goal soon if they want a chance to come back in this one. As Zaka gets upended. Zadorov with the puck now. Boston making changes, same with Buffalo. Middlestat up over the Boston logo here. He gets the puck just barely poked away over to McAvoy. McAvoy driving the net hard, shot, can't quite get there. Shot comes in again from McAvoy as he's there to recover it, his own rebound. And again, puck off into the corner and up and out. Ryan McLeod with it now, shot on wide. And the puck will roll off the boards and all the way up into the Buffalo end. Byram with it now, crosses over the Boston blue line, just dumps it. Hampus Lindholm with it now. He takes it up, sends it up, over to McAvoy. McAvoy bobbles the puck, he takes it back. Back over to Lindholm. Lindholm sends it up to the red line. Jeannot is there to tip it, and Byram will be there to recover the pass. Tuck over to Krebs now. Shot on from Logan Stanley, and the shot goes wide, or gets tipped wide. What is that? Oh. Shot comes in from Connor Timmins. Jeremy Swayman's there to make the stop and tips the rebound down into the corner. Peek with it now in the far side. Jeannot can't quite tip it out as the puck gets deflected up and wide. Huh. That's interesting. I didn't know that I could do all those changes from there. Alright, sorry, we're missing the game here. McAvoy with the puck behind the net, gets out to Morgan Geekie, gets double teamed, and gets knocked off the puck hard. Mallenstein scores, makes it 5-0. What happened? Oh, it got deflected twice. Greenway shot on. Did it get deflected twice? Yeah, it did. Oh, that's brutal. McAvoy loses his man, and Beck Mallenstein scores to make it 5-0. And that's going to be the white flag. Yeah. 6. I'm guessing you're ahead of me, so. Right. Stanley with it now at the point. McLeod handles it. Stanley playing around the broken stick. Timmins with it now. McLeod back over to Timmins, back to McLeod. McLeod at the circle, gets knocked down. Stanley shot on from Zucker. Kaslik into the up to the red line, and gets a pass into the Buffalo end. Man, I don't know what Swayman's meant to do on any of these goals, really. Like, I mean, you'd like a save, but I mean, you'd also, yeah, that's 6. Come on, Sturm, mercy rule, please. I beg. Yeah. No, the series is done. And Buffalo's been shut down entirely on the power play this series, and they're going to win in dominant fashion. I can't believe this. I thought Boston played better. Yeah, screw their commercial. I thought, but I don't know. I don't know what to say. You expect more out of the guy that you're paying, what, $84 million to in David Pastrnak. Your near 40 goal scorer has been invisible, except for scoring from center ice. And your coaching change is to put Lucas Reichel and Jordan Harris in for James Higgins, who, barring Boston getting the 6th overall pick this year, is the future of your franchise, and Mason Lohrei, who is theoretically the 1B future on defense. I mean, even McAvoy, he's on. Is he not on the wrong side of 30 now? Charlie McAvoy, how old? 28. Okay, so he's getting closer to 30. The kid line, I will stand by, has been your best line. Obviously, Arvidsson's out for the rest of this game. So that's, yeah, there's the hook. Jonas Corposalo comes in, Swayman right down the tunnel. Yeah. My cat is actively trying to break the door down right now. Okay, fine. What? Yeah, hi. Hey. Yeah, game's going on. It's 12:44 left. Here you go. Hey. There you go. The cat is in. Don't worry. Hey. Puck gets sent deep in the Boston zone. McAvoy's there to recover it. Hey. Oh, how's it going, bud? Okay, no, you're not taking out my headset once again. Okay. McLeod picks off Zadorov. Shot comes in, bounces it off the side of the net. So, Boston going down 3-1 in the series. Do you give Korpisalo the start in Game 5? On the road in Buffalo. You're 500 there this playoff series. I wouldn't hate it. No, not with 10.5 to go. I've watched this team. They're not hanging 7. What's wrong, bud? Hey, you're not supposed to be in this room, eh? You know that. Okay. Penn started Seeloffs in Game 4. Worked out well. Swayman hasn't been the problem, though. That's the issue. And I haven't watched much of the Penguins series. I watched a bit of Game 1, and that's kind of it. I don't know. Mallenstein in. Shot comes wide on 2-on-1. Hey, bud. I think you have to. Yeah. You have to start Korpisalo Game 5. You're down 3-1. Like, Swayman played out of his mind in 3 of the 4 games. And, gave up 6 in this one. You'd like a save on 2 of those, maybe. Not a ton else he could do. Like, this is so clearly a defensive issue. Also, why is Jordan Harris the replacement? We have a $3 million player in Henry Jokiharju sitting in the press box. He hasn't played since, I believe, either the final or penultimate game in the regular season. You gotta go, bud. Okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. You got $3 million and your decision is to play Jordan Harris instead. Because you need offense. To be fair, you do need offense. So, you put 1 up in game 3, you put 0 up in game 4. Offense. 10 out of 10. Absolutely ragged effort in what's going to end up being the final game on home ice. Because I don't see this team winning game 5 to force a game 6. I don't think the fans in the building that have tickets to game 6 want to see game 6. I can guarantee that I wouldn't. Like, that, after an effort like this, you hope they would be able to bounce back on home ice. But I don't know. 8:40 to go here. I'm just talking for the sake of talking at this point. I mean, Buffalo's just trying to chew the clock. Boston's pushing for offense, but Buffalo's playing the game keep away. Yeah. I didn't expect Boston to lose this series. A lot like in the fashion that they lost game 1. They deserved to lose. Not like this. Just highly, highly unfortunate. Yeah. Corpusalo plays the puck out to avoid a breakaway from Jack Quinn. Just over 7 minutes to go here. Corpusalo makes his first save of the afternoon. I guess we're into the night, aren't we? Yeah, technically still the afternoon. Man. Boston's still less than 20 shots in this game. In a game that they've been losing since the first period. Like, evening? Or, I thought 5 o'clock was the cutoff for evening, but... Alright. No, it would be nice, a fight. Like a proper fight, just off the next face-off, just, I don't know, spear guy, instigate something, even if you get the extra 2 minutes. Just show the fans in the building that you vaguely care. Oh. Oh, well. Close. Benson and Hampus Lindholm, both to the box for slashing. I don't even want to do a reaction video to this. Like, this was just sad to watch. I don't know. I might do one later once I've had a chance to cool down and think about it, but for right now, I can take or leave doing a reaction video to this game. I know it's my thing, kinda, sort of. I don't know. Get heated. These breakdowns were meant to be more analytical now. Hence the name change from reactions to breakdowns. I don't know. Yeah, Lindholm and Benson both to the box. We play 4-on-4 here for 2 minutes. Five minutes to go here. 31-19 are the shots for the Buffalo Sabres. I don't know. I don't have to do these videos. I don't, but I say I don't want to sit at a desk job for the next 40 years of my life, but yet this is exactly what I'm setting myself up for. Oh boy. Corpsala makes a stop on the 4-on-4 with 3:49 to go here. As we will go to commercial once again because, yes, extend the pain. So good. I'm still sitting on a commercial here, so I'm pretty sure you guys are a bit ahead of me. Well, just want to say to the two other people, because I'm sitting in the chat as well. Great. Well, thank you so much for watching. 3:40 to go here. As a 4-on-4 gets ready to expire here. Just over 3.5, or just under 3.5 to go here. Lindholm and Benson both out of the box as we get a whistle here. Oh, mittens? Oh, that's fun. Yep. Yep, here it goes. Okay, so I'm not... So Buffalo has 6 men on right now. 2, 4, 5, and then, yeah, there should be one more. Minton gets pulled out. Alright, that's gonna have to do it, unfortunately. I have to go.